finally got a server where it's daytime. Here, in the middle of the forest region near Flatwoods, is the new River Gorge Bridge east, and then it travels down to the west, obviously. So we're going to explore it. You can see there are ghouls here. We come down the left side, there is a skeleton with a cooler, and they were most likely drinking this beer when the bombs fell. So there's an underside and there's an overside. This is the east side door. It is locked. I have the key. I think I'm going to go over the top side first. And then I will go underneath. So let's go ahead and start off right here. One sec while I pull it up. Because I don't want to miss anything. I don't think there's any note. Oh, there is. There's one note. Okay. I know there's a terminal. Just trying to remember if there was a note or any notes. All right. So starting off here, and we're heading east to west, there is the Pioneer Scouts Athletics course. When I get around to doing the Pioneer Scouts things, which are annoying because one of them needs you to be in a group, which is why I have not done them. But when I do them, obviously you will see the Pioneer Scouts course. Wait, is the sun going down? I thought the sun was coming up. So first we have a car here that had, I presume, 3 women in it. Yeah, because the store's open. Or missing. Which means she was getting out with her suitcase when the bombs fell. The other ones were all spilling out, and they seem to have been at a vase. They were going somewhere. Who knows? Yes, I see you. And on the right side of the road, down here, is a responder's corpse. Where'd you go? Next to that responder's corpse is a randomized explosive. Then there's a bottle of moonshine here. Okay. Put that away. There's nothing else over here. So if you know me, you know I don't like heights, but it's a thing in the game, so I still have to explore it. Here is someone who is not wearing their seatbelt. Actually, now that I think about it, Fallout cars don't have seatbelts, do they? This person got flung out the window. And here's a fire truck. And another person who got flung out their picker-up truck. Smacked here. A lot of blood. Landed right here. They were driving a box of explosives and documents somewhere. Forgot to mention there are also blood bugs on the bridge. There's an oil stain. Oh, I'm crouching. I was like, why am I so short? Here's a... I don't know the names of the cars, and I say that every time, and I've never bothered to learn them. A Rocket 69. I think that's what that one is. I don't know. And this car's flipped over. Hard to say why. Let's say why. And another oil spill. Here is a trailer that we can open, and oddly enough, I actually don't think I've ever gone in here, but everything is bolted down. Yeah, I've never gone into this trailer. A bunch of surgical pans and a syringer. It reminds me slightly of the one that was transporting the Grafton monster in Grafton. If you watch my Grafton video, you'd see it. It's at the crossing right here. This one was probably headed to heading away from Arctos farm. Down to who knows where. And then here's what was driving it. The toolbox in the cooler implied that it got knocked over before the bombs fell. And they were trying to fix it up. Come over here. Got another... Yep, that's the name of it. Hey. Fool's running off. No skeleton, so it's not important. And then we have a... I don't know what that is. Another vehicle that's smashed up. This one does not have any skeletons here. There is a truck that was hauling a lot of waste, toxic waste. I mean a lot. There are so many barrels here. Oh, it was a scientist driving it instead of a truck driver. That seems a bit odd. Why would it be a scientist? And here's a bunch of cement, bags of cement. And a skeleton with a hunting rifle. And some 308 rounds. Oh, so that doesn't seem logical. I don't think that this car hitting that car would cause it to tip. I think if that car hit that car, this car would be destroyed. Picker-up truck, I mean. So he's got a lawnmower. My guess is, and he got splattered with all the chemicals from the truck. And instead of mutating like a lot of people do, he just started vomiting blood, crawling over here with his gun. Odd that they set up a Pioneer Scouts course here, next to this corpse. And then he died from his injuries. Okay. Let's keep going up. We'll take that. There's I knew what the name, a zip, right? Or a zap. I think it's a zip with 2 P's. An oil spill underneath. Oh, does this not trigger oil spills because it's blood? Not blood, ice. That's energy. That's an energy weapon. another car here with no one inside. Here's a bus. Of course. Oh no, don't look down. Inside to see a woman sitting here. Another scientist. Or this is just a doctor. Oh, he's leaving. And a woman with a guitar. I think it's always a guitar. Someone was on their way to golf or heading home from golfing. There's another skeleton in there. This one actually has a driver, which is kind of rare to see. And that's it for the bus. Hold on. Let's go ahead and we don't need this on. I would still die from a fall from up here. I don't know why I bothered to put that on. There is a banjo here if you want to sit out and play music and look out into the nothingness of Appalachia. Oh, no, we ain't going here. We're still doing the top. There's another four. Not a four-door, huh? Oh, it is a four-door. Garbage truck with a randomized pistol in it. Come here. That was a VATS shot. That should have instantly killed him. I mean, a crit. I pressed the crit button. It should have instantly killed him. Some shotgun ammo. Nothing really extraordinary in the back of this dump truck. And no driver. We're nearly to the end of the bridge. So there was a farmer driving down the road. Oh, they got into a fight. Why are my shots missing with a 95% hit chance? There is a picker-up truck here. This way. Yeah, it looks like whoever was driving this expensive sports car, the farmer is in the wrong because they were driving down the wrong side of the road, but so is that guy. Hey, hold up. Why is this guy headed this way? That don't make sense. And I'm guessing his tractor hit this guy, and then they got out and they started fighting, started tussling. It's just at least what it kind of looks like here. Got out of his car, climbed over, pulled the dude off the tractor, and they started fighting. And then the bombs fell. Hard hat. I don't know what this person was thinking driving this way. Oh, there's a giant oil spill. Or it could be blood. Leading this way. There doesn't seem to be... Also a random rat stag here. With a knife. Someone shanked this rat stag. Well, we're not doing the lower half yet. Yes, hello? There's another car here with a first aid kit inside, but no skeletons, no people. Coming up on the end of the road. So over here we have a bear, a bunch of drinks, and a knife, some ammo, a plunger, and some rat poison. Don't know if any of that's significant. Where did you come from? Where are you going? These are the ghouls we just killed. There is a something. What that is. There's a bike. Someone was trying to repair it when the bombs fell. No clue what damaged it. And there's also a tricycle. So it's like a parent and a child heading down the way. The bombs fell, killing them. So now we can do the underside. Hearing noises. Drop off over here. See all these cars that sank, except for this one that seems to have been here for a long time. Go in through here. Toolbox, but nothing important. Coca-Cola bottles. Pull out our shotgun, our trusty dusty shotgun. Kill that guy. There's another toolbox. This is the west door. The west bridge key is acquired from Camden Park. We actually find that out if we start at the east side. Maybe I should start at the east side. Let's head back to the east. How do we open the east door? Do we get an east key? Where do we get the east key from? I'm just looking it up to see if we do. Because I have the east bridge key. I don't know why I have the east bridge key. Because I don't remember where I got it from. Huh. Wow, they send you everywhere just to open these. This is a starting location, right? So you get the east bridge key from Big Bend Tunnel East. Maybe I will. I'll cut it here, show you where you get the two keys, and then we'll pick up from there. To get the East Bridge key, you either need to start here at Big Bend East, or over here, Big Bend West. I'm going to start at East for a specific reason. So we have to get a key, unless you have lockpicking, before you can get the next key. And I haven't done a video on Big Bend Tunnel. So I'm starting here to get the Big Bend Tunnel key, and then I will show you how to get the East Bridge key. So starting at the East or West, either one will not really matter. You have to get to the center of it, regardless. The center is here. So when you get here, where all these buildings are, you're gonna want to go here, where there's the equipment. Boy, I could just pacify. Nice. Wait, why are you guys still shooting at me? You're pacified. Oh, you're not. I don't care. Run past them, kill them, pacify them. You want to get to the bottom. Here, where there is a person, a corpse, sitting on top of this equipment. You're going to take the Big Bend door key. And you're going to run because these guys have rocket launchers, and you don't have the time to waste fighting and killing them. Start making this video before you have to shower and go to work. Ooh! I heard that zipping. So once you get back to the center room, You're then going to head back west. See, the issue is if you look it up online, it tells you the East Bridge Key is in the east. The East Bridge Key is not in the east. East Bridge Key is in the west. So we're headed west. And then once we get close enough to see the door, we know we've gone too far. So there will be these little holes here you can go through. Kill the dogs there, pacify the dogs, go around the dogs. Either way, you're going to make your way to this door. This door you can either pick or use the Big Ben tunnel key. Inside are a bunch of mannequins. Walk past them to the next security gate. And here, inside this lunch pail, is the East Bridge key. So now we can open the gate, or the door, at East Bridge. Also, you can pick them all. If you want to pick them, get that experience. But if you wanted to know where the keys were, that's where they are. Now that we've gotten the keys, we're going to just pick it up. Going to enter east. There's the door behind us. There are rad roaches, I believe, in here. There's this giant tire back there. I believe that's an engine. Got some randomized canisters and tires. A lawnmower for some reason. Come up here. There's one of these. I think it's just stuff that they find on the bridge and they just pick it up and take it. There's a toolbox. Some tires. There's a duffel bag underneath. Mine was empty. We enter here, the room. There is a terminal, cap stash, and Carl's note, which is actually a holotape. We've got a baseball and a baseball glove, another toolbox, a radio, and some coffee. And then a map, which adds Charleston Capitol Building if you don't have it. It adds Wavy Willard's Water Park if you don't have it. It adds Monongah Power Plant if you do not have it. And it adds Camden Park if you do not have it. Oh, and I didn't even see that up there. Tyler County Fairgrounds. So it adds all of the amusement parks. And I think the reason is not amusement parks, but what do you call them? Attractions. It adds the attractions to the map. Because I believe they wanted to put... Oh, and there's another thing right here. Dire Chemical Plant. They wanted to put one of the keys at a random location, at a random attraction, and then put the other key at a random, plant. But instead, they just chose Camden Park and Big Ben Tunnel. Here-ish. Let's go ahead and get on the terminal real quick. These in order, they are October 9th, 2077. These are bridge load measurements. I will not read these because it's nothing but measurements, huh? But, there you go. I thought there'd be actual lore on here. I guess I could read the weekly load. I'm not reading every day. Weekly load total for this week was 796 million, well, we'll say 797 million pounds. Weekly load for October 16th, 2077 was 785 million pounds. Weekly load for this is the day the bombs fell. Why are there more measurements after? For October 23rd, 2077. Right? The bombs fell in 2077? £736 million. weekly total for October 30th was just 3 million pounds. Like, obviously, yes, it's decreasing, but why is he still doing his job? November, 3 million pounds. November 6th. November 13th, 3 million pounds. November 20th, 3 million pounds. November 27th, 3 million pounds. Like, my dude, go home. What are you doing? Carl? Let's listen to Carl's note.
Doug, it's Carl. I've left for Camden Park to meet our buyer. Doug, I've taken your key to the west door. I'm sorry, but I can't keep coming back to find new dings and scratches just because you can't resist taking our little project out for a spin. We're trying to sell this thing, remember? Look, assuming this guy shows, I'll be back by this evening. The buyer's a military type. He wants to make the trade while riding the Widowmaker. No idea why. Think he's living out some kind of personal spy fantasy. That's fine by me. I've wanted to try that ride since I was a kid.
Key to the West is on the Widowmaker. If only they would have known that for New Vegas. They're always talking about trying to capture the West. All they needed to do was get on the Widowmaker. So let's go get that key. Carl told us that the Westbridge key was on the Widowmaker at Camden Park. So we're down here at Camden Park. Widowmaker is the only roller coaster here. But if you need to see it, you just come here, Widowmaker, roller coaster. Or literally just walk through the gate. Widowmaker, roller coaster. So one of the carts up here has them on it. So first thing we gotta do is get onto the tracks. And then decide which way do we want to go. Go this way, check the one that's here. I believe this one is a bobblehead? Oh, it's Capstash. So each cart has something different in it. That one has a Capstash. One of them has a magazine. One of them has a bobblehead. Don't remember. But as we're making our way over to the next cart, we see that there are some corpses in it. Oh, yep, here's the one with the magazine. Here are two corpses. We have the military type guy that Carl mentioned. And then we have Carl. And in Carl's backpack is the Westbridge key. Once you get it, you can keep going around Camden Park, or you can head back and open the door. Or always pick the lock. But if you don't want to pick the lock, now you know where the key is. Now that we're back, we can finish traveling here. So there is a skeleton here on a tire swing. I didn't actually look underneath. Hold on. Let me just do a quick check here. I don't expect to see anything other than glowing moss. Or not glowing moss, glowing fungus. And I didn't. So let's head on over. Trying to make sure we look around, because there are things that will be on the scaffolding, like you can see over there. It's a bandana, thing of ammo, and a beer bottle. We'll do a ground level also to see like if there's anything that has fallen off the bridge, hit the ground. So maybe the person that was drinking the beer with the ammo, because there's no gun, so perhaps they have fallen off. There's another thing over there. Let's go ahead and cross over. It's just an aluminum can. So we'll return back to here. And now we're back at the fire truck. Is there anything on this side of the fire truck? There is not. I've already seen that guy. Oh, hello. So over here is another flag for the Pioneer Scout running training or whatever it's called, athletics course. And then an enamel bucket. Normally when you see enamel buckets just sitting out, they are toilets. So my guess is that's what that's for, is a toilet, so that they could use the restroom. Why do I feel short? I'm not crouched. So they can use the restroom up here without having to worry. Some makeshift awnings where, again, whoever set up the Pioneer Scouts course kind of just stabbed this flag through this settler's corpse. Kind of messed up. But alright. We're going to go around that. Back over to here, and there's another one of you still alive. Don't see anything else on the scaffolding here, so we're going to put our shotgun away. Continue forward. So here's someone who got crushed by the bridge collapse. So they were walking across. Wonder if that's, who was it? Greg? Dylan? George? I've already forgotten the name of the other dude. It's not Carl. I'm trying to think of why would someone be underneath the bridge walking. Because I don't think this is for pedestrians. This is for workers to get across. Considering that there is sidewalk along the bridge where the people were riding their bikes. Over here is a skeleton who was... Why did I just take rads? Am I underneath that giant pileup? Skeleton who has a suitcase, and their car is down here. They were... Clearly they would have been driving, right? There's no way it fell and caused them to fall this way. They would have just fallen through that crack right there. So also they couldn't... Oh, I guess it could have been driving along that. Yeah, I don't know exactly how they got here. Daredevil there. Or falling out. Here's this little car here. This isn't a zip. I don't know what it's called. We'll ignore it because there's no skeleton to go with it. So we keep going along. We can see a dog. Didn't I kill all of you? A dog that was fighting a bloatfly when the bombs fell. Vicious mongrel. Festering bloatfly. Oh, it's fighting two bloatfly. Because these are always dead when you get here. Don't know if it's a reference to something. Just gonna move past it. Oh! I don't know why everyone's respawning. Yeah, here's the banjo we saw earlier. You can stop and play. We already went on the bus. We're going to keep going, and we can see over there is another skeleton. Oh, right here. It's a woman who is drinking some bourbon on this little awning before the bombs fell. Or after the bombs fell and she was just drinking herself to death through the radiation. Go ahead and leave her there. Continue on. There's a box over here with something in it. I think it's just... Oh, it's meat. Cat meat? That's cat meat. It's a box of cat meat over here. Kind of gross. Hey, do what you need to survive, I guess. We've got another bucket. Oh, someone was cleaning the scaffolding. A bucket and a mop. Oh, there might be something in the bucket. Oh. Okay. Let's keep going. Too tall. Let's pick up the bucket. Nope. Nothing in the bucket. Okay. Back to where we were. And there's nothing else on any of this scaffolding. Except for a ramp. Why is there a ramp there? We head on over here. Someone was staying here and sleeping. Get yourself a thing of lockpicks. Ooh, almost fell through that hole. Sleeping bag. There's their cooking pot because there's a can next to it, which means they weren't using it for a bathroom. There's nothing else there, so we're good to walk past. And this is where the rat stag is sitting. It was stabbed and left here. Like, is this what's drawing all of the ghouls here? This stabbed deer? I mean, it's a good place to get a hunting knife, I guess, if you want a hunting knife. And nothing over there, nothing over there, and I believe that's it. Until we go into the West Bridge door. See what it is that they had. And they had a suit of power armor that they were trying to sell to that military guy. Go in here, there's a mechanic jumpsuit. It's a guaranteed mechanic jumpsuit spawn if you need one. A fusion core, guaranteed spawn if you need one. Some rat poison. There's an end of dungeon trunk here. It's a military trunk. They got a bunch of paint because they were, I guess, painting it up, even though all that's on it is a Raider helmet. Some other tools, another mechanic's jumpsuit, a book that actually has no importance, but you can get some welding goggles. They are guaranteed to spawn here. Some hard hats, a tinkerer's workbench, more rat poison, oddly enough, for there not being any rats here. Oh, and then here in the back is a first aid kit, and I believe that's it. All that would be left would be going through the underbelly. Just to see if anything fell off the bridge. So go ahead and give that a look-see. Yep, there's some cars and some containers. None of the containers have anything distinguishable on them. Getting stuck on geography, so we'll just bypass that. Come up underneath here. There's some traffic cones. Some floaters. You can camp under here. There is a Mr. Jingles and a bear. eating some food and looking over a level 3 locked safe, which I will loot. What's the floater doing? Floater just seems to be alone out here. There's nothing here. So we'll forget about it. I don't know if I should travel up that too. I don't know if there's going to be anything on it. Or if it'll be worth it. I see another tire swing. So we'll keep going underneath the bridge, but let's go check out this tire swing as this rad storm comes breaking in. Oh, it's because there used to be water here. So they would swing out and land in the water. Got it. Wow. Gotta love them rad storms, huh? Let's get back under the bridge. Continue following it. Looking for more things. More chunks of the bridge over here, and here's another car. Nothing really important. I see a boat over there. That plays more into the fact that this was a lake than it does into the bridge. So we'll probably just ignore it. Nah, we might as well check it out. Oh, there's also cars over here. Near left? Just the two. Keep reloading after every kill, like I'm still playing a shooter game. Need to not do that in the middle of a fight when I could just down them easily. There's a first aid kit in here. There's 2 cars. And here's the other half of the boat with a military soldier in it. And a toilet. And let's get back under the bridge and keep following it. Just looking around for any other things that have fallen off. That's bridge chunks. Okay, here's another car. Nothing else, really. Back to the bridge. Not seeing anything else down here. Go up the mountain. Like, there's small debris, but there's nothing really crazy. Oh, there is a tent here. Some bridge debris in a car. And a bunch of bees. And there is a skeleton underneath. Book, candle, sleeping bag, and a crushed orange canister. Ooh, some loose bees, too. Need you some honey. Or some bees to take a photo of or kill. What's that noise? Sounds like a pig. There's a mole rat. And a mutt fruit. Keep heading up. I don't think there's anything left. So now we're basically back to the bridge. that's it. That was the New River Gorge Bridge. There's another mole rat, I think, chasing me. I will travel up this until I fall off, just to see, though I don't believe there's anything here. Ugh. Just don't look down. Oh no. Well, I could just get up here. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything underneath there. I mean, you can build your camp there. I don't think you can build it here, though. You should be able to. No, they might have removed the ability to build your camp here. That's it. That's the New River Gorge Bridge. East and west. As well as where you get their keys.